So Deontay Wilder has said that his mandatory challenger, Dominic Breazeale, will not be his next fight unless Tyson Fury is a coward. Interesting that there's no mention of Anthony Joshua here. So he's basically saying, in this article you guys can read for yourselves, he's aiming for the Fury rematch, but if that don't come off, he'll fight his mandatory. There doesn't appear to be any pressure from the WBC. I mean, they've, what's the word I'm looking for? Endorsed the rematch between Wilder and Fury. Perhaps they wouldn't endorse a unification between Wilder and Joshua right now, and they would impose Dominic Breazeale on Deontay Wilder if he tried to go the Joshua route. But then again, maybe not, because I have heard Mauricio Sulaiman say that he likes the unification between Wilder and Joshua. But yeah, it is interesting to me, and it is disappointing and disturbing that Wilder is talking about fighting Breazeale. He's talking about fighting the rematch with Fury, but he's not talking about being the one man, the one name, the one face, and unifying all the heavyweight titles. Why isn't he doing that? Is he legally constrained? Is there some kind of clause in the original Fury contract that has bound him to a rematch, even under the circumstances of a draw? Is it linked to, I don't know what, pay-per-view buys? Or, I mean, who knows what clauses are in the contract? None of us are privy to it. But I'm just trying to understand why the guy is not talking about fighting AJ. Has he got it into his head that he wants to freeze AJ out of the equation? Again, what happened to the one face, one name, one champion? What happened to all that? You see, so many of these deluded fanboys will accuse me of being pro AJ and pro Matchroom. No, I'm pro boxing. That's what I am. I want to see an undisputed champion. If AJ loses in his next fight, let's say he fights Jarrell Miller, loses all his belts to Miller, I'm going to be calling for Jarrell Miller, unless there's a rematch clause or whatever and they have to go through, run it back. Let's say, hypothetically speaking, Jarrell Miller was a mandatory challenger for Joshua in 2019. So there was no rematch clause. He went and beat Joshua, got all the belts, beat him conclusively, got all the belts, or all the belts but one. I would then be, instead of talking about Joshua versus Wilder or Joshua versus Fury, I'd be talking about Miller versus Wilder. Because I want the undisputed fight. Of course, I enjoy watching some fighters more than others. We all do. For me, it's mainly about their style, why I enjoy watching some fighters more than others. But ultimately, I want to find out who the best heavyweight in the world is. And to do that, you need to get the champions together, man. Have them face off and fight for all the marbles. I want to do that as quickly as possible. Whether it's Joshua who holds the 3 belts, or Miller who holds them, or whatever other heavyweight you want to mention, Kubrat Pulev, that has to go and do the undisputed fight with Wilder. I just want to see the undisputed fight happen. Understand this. This is my position. So anyone who is deviating from participating in the undisputed fight, I'm going to be asking questions. And right now, it seems like Wilder is deviating from that. There doesn't seem to be any incentive from him, from what he's been saying, to make this undisputed fight. So, of course, I'm going to question his decisions. I'm going to question what he's saying. Does he want the same thing that I want? The one face, the one name, the one champion? You tell me if his actions say that he does. All right, drop your comments in the comment section below, people. Let me know how you feel about everything I talked about in this video. And give me your opinions on why Wilder is talking about Breazeale. He's talking about Fury, but he's not talking about AJ next. Let me know, people. It's happening, I'm out. Join me on Patreon. I upload a minimum of 2 podcasts every single week, covering a wide variety of controversial topics, as well as live stream Q&A sessions. Take a look on screen right now at some of the podcasts I've produced so far. For just $3 a month, the equivalent of about £2 a month, you get access to all my new podcasts and my entire back catalogue of past podcasts, including my popular Confessions of a Nightclub Bouncer series. You can listen on your computer or on your smartphone or tablet by downloading the Patreon app from the Google Play Store or the App Store for free. The Patreon app also allows you to download each podcast in MP3. For less than the price of a cup of coffee, you get access to dozens of hours of exclusive content. It's easy to sign up, there's no contract, and you can cancel at any time. So come and join our community of free and critical thinkers by signing up with me here on Patreon today.